Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Ghost of McGee Season 1 Episode 13B called Twin Trouble. And sorry if this seems like kind of like a short review. I forgot it's daylight savings time, so it's kind of later than I realized, so I'm going to try to get this quick. Okay. So we first get, Pete gets a letter, and he's like, oh, it's from, what was it? Will and Jill, I think. Excuse me. And then, Sharon's like, oh, like the worst people ever. And Peter's like, oh, come on, Sharon, they're not that bad. And I'm like, who are Will and Jill? And Daryl and Molly said, "Oh, Uncle, Will and Aunt Jill," and I guess they're Pete's siblings, and they're all and they're twins. And that's pretty cool that Pete has siblings who are twins, and basically they came to visit, and they're like twice their size. There's even a photo of Will and Jill kind of squishing Pete, and they call it like a silly sandwich and say, oh, why do they even call you silly, Dad? Is it because he doesn't rhyme with us and he did something silly, so we gotta call him silly, and it sucks sense. And they arrive and he say, oh, hey, welcome to my house. And they say, oh, time for the silly sandwich. He's like, no, guys, I'm an adult. And they just do in front of the children. They keep on making fun of them, and basically, oh, this is your house. It's like, yeah, oh, you keep on moving. We hardly have time for you to visit us, and we don't have enough time to visit you because you're moving so much. Yeah, I know, I've been moving to find a good job, but this is our forever home. We're planning on it, so well, you're welcome to our house, and and they're looking around as not a good paying job, and this could use some work, and they're kind of making fun of him, and Daryl seems to like him, and Molly's like, he's Scratch, don't they seem kind of mean? And Scratch's like, oh yeah, they do seem kind of mean, and Sharon just doesn't like it, but Pete just keeps on putting up with it because they're my family, they're my siblings, and kind of to put up with it, and and Daryl just joining in on the fun with Uncle Will and Aunt Jilly, and they keep on making fun of Pete using the little sibling, and Sharon just trying not to shout at them because they're the guests in the house and stuff like that. And basically, while Molly and Scratch follow them to see what's going on, this little ghost appears, and I'm like, what's that? And apparently these things are these Scratch. Molly say, "Oh, Scratch, look at the ghost," and Scratch is like, "Wait a second." He's like, "Oh no, we are in trouble." And Molly's like, "What, a little cutie like that? That's a Sob Goblin." There's even like a Pokemon card that shows up in the episode. That's pretty funny. And it's this Sob Goblin. They amplify sadness, and so far we only know 4 type of what do you want to call it? Types or categories of ghosts, and there's a regular ghost that are like Jeff and Scratch. There is the historical ghost, kind of like Ezekiel Tugbottom, Sally Tugbottom, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Einstein. Those type of people, the Ghost Council, and the head chairman. Now we got a new type, Sob Goblins, and they basically appear because Pete's basically sad, and they basically dance around him, and they multiply, and you see the color fade into a darkish purplish, and every time one more appears, he gets even more purple. I'm not sure if anyone else can see it. I don't think Jill and Will can see it, because at the end of the episode they revealed that they do care about him, so they would have said something. Oh, you're looking purple there. They don't, so I don't think they can see it. And basically you say, oh, we need to get rid of the Sob Goblins or everyone's going to become sad. And Molly's just staring into one of the Sob Goblin's eyes, and the Sob Goblin notices her, and she's starting to get purple. And Scratch slaps her. Molly, do not look in the Sob Goblin. Do not look directly in the Sob Goblin's eyes. It leads to trouble. Like, you just get more sad. Like, don't do it. Okay, but we can't just let my dad get depressed and all sad like that. We need to do something. He's like, okay, what are you planning on? And she has a cat poster. Is it just like a box? And it amplifies your sadness because Molly McGee doesn't like to do sad, so she has it locked away. And they starts like, let me set the mood, and they do. He's like, oops, and he puts like the correct mood. It's a very somber type of like melody. I really like it. And Molly's like, okay, here we go. And there's a cat poster. It says, it's almost Friday. It looks like a workday cat. He's like, oh, you hang in there. And she's like, oh no, it's almost Friday. I don't know if it's gonna make it. And the Sob Goblins kind of notice Molly crying a little bit, and Scratch's like, hey Molly, it's working. And Molly's like, hooray! And Scratch's like, no, Molly, look at the poster. Don't be happy. You're scaring them. Not scaring them. You're boring them, basically, which is funny. And it's like, look at this, look at the cat. Oh no, the corporate law enforcement is too hard for him. It's like, oh, we don't know it's gonna make it. And it says, oh, it's almost Friday. And Mark's like, it's only Tuesday. Which is funny. And Sob Goblins appear and they kind of dance around Molly like, hooray, sadness. And then basically they're trying to destroy the Sob Goblins. And when you try to do happy things around them and spray them with like goodness and sunshine, they become like gremlin. It's kind of like a gremlin thing where they become like monsters a little bit, like these tiny, like instead of being round and squishy, they're kind of jagged and spiky, and they're kind of like, and they basically did defeat most of them. One escapes, and you goes back to Pete's sad, and there's a song called "Becoming Silly McGee," and you see the Willie and Jilly are basically tormenting him, putting him back into overalls. He goes back to that Boston accent because he's from Boston, and putting him back in glasses and that baseball cap, messing up his hair, and you see those two just towering over him, and then you say, oh, your siblings just make you feel like Silly McGee, and it's a very sad song, and Sob Goblins love that. They're just dancing around them. Oh yeah, bring us more to sadness. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, Sob Goblins are horrible. And and basically, Molly is actually trying to chase after the Sob Goblins, but even she's starting to get sad, and now Sharon's starting to get a little bit sad too. The only ones that are not sad is the siblings and Daryl. And it's like, oh, Daryl's like, I want a illy name. It's, oh, you better make a good one. And don't I look silly, huh, silly? And Pete's like, whatever. But he's starting to get the Boston accent. And Sharon's like, what happened to your accent, Pete? He's like, why is it back? Oh, they were here first. So, and he just has that accent back. And then Sharon's like, not Daryl too. No, they're acting like And Scratch is like, let's just have one last meal before we all become super depressed. And then and they're basically making fun of Silly again, this and that. And he's just looking at Daryl like, I'm not gonna let my son become one of them. And he's like, my name's not Silly McGee. My name's Pete, and his name is Daryl. And he takes off the hat off of Daryl, and he takes off his shirt and stuff. You didn't have to do that. And he's like, I'm not gonna be treated like a little kid anymore. I want you to respect me like an adult I am. And you need to stop doing that. And then they start crying, and I'm like, huh? And they're basically saying, you've been showing off on us, your fancy job, your fancy family, your fancy house with your fancy guest room. And you betray us like losers. And the Sob Goblins go away from Pete, and they go to the siblings, and now Jilly and Willie are sad. And then Molly and Sharon start to get happy a little bit. That, oh, we gotta have a better understanding. And then Pete kind of hugs Willie and Jilly. He said, oh, Willie, Jilly, I didn't know you felt like that. I never meant to treat like losers. I never meant to show off. I just wanted you to respect me. And then Willie's like, I know we don't show it a lot, but we're proud of you, little brother. And and Julie's like, yeah, you were proud of your accomplishments, and we're sorry if we treat you too bad. We'll try to lighten up a little bit, and we're a family. We stick together, and I hope you know that. And you're a better family for that. And they hug it out, aw. And then and Mom's like, I have a great way to defeat the Sob Goblin Scratch group hug, and Scratch goes in for the hug too. And there's one more left, and Scratch grabs it. Oh, you're not so tough, huh, little guy, and flicks him away. And then say, oh, this is great. And then sees like the mayor's outside. And then Pete's like, hello, Mr. Mayor. Family time. And that's the end of the episode. 9.5. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. So the first half I gave a 8 out of 10. This one giving a 9.5 out of 10, 9.95 out of 10. So 87.5%. So 87%. So B plus. So overall, episode 13 was a great episode. First half 80%, second half 95%. So overall, 87%. And everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Ghost of Molly McGee season 1 episode 14, called Goat Your Own Way and a Very Hungry Ghost. I'll see you then. Alright, bye.